Hi people, I've got a little device for my garage. I have it for review, so I'm gonna make a review of it and then you decide whether it's good or bad or whether it's worth the money. I'm just giving you facts so you know what it's all about. It comes in a box like this and it's little Bluetooth OBD plug. Comes with extra paperwork which basically includes your login and password. Password is very well protected here, so you can register your device. Little owner's manual, how to use it, and you can install for, obviously it doesn't have any screen or any of that. It works with the app on the phone, so you can find Easy Diag, it's called. This is the one, and you can either find it by this code or just find it on the app store. Good thing about this device, it works with iPhone and Android, unlike some other devices that work only with Android. This one works with iPhone. So let's have a look what it's all about. I'm gonna plug it in. Where it goes, I've got some just to your normal OBD port. I'm gonna put ignition on and wait for it to connect. So the main purpose of this device, like most of all these OBD scanners, is it's able to scan OBD errors if you have engine management light. So now it's connected, so we can read fault codes. This car doesn't have any fault codes, and it can be a bit confusing because it says sorry, no data, and it's confusing because you don't know whether it's not connected. Maybe it can't get any data. It doesn't tell you, oh, there is no fault codes. It's like, sorry mate, your car is fine. What's so sorry about? So you can clear those OBD codes. I'm not gonna do that. Then I can start the engine just to see data streams, so you can see some live data of what's going on. It shows my throttle position. On diesel engines it's open, and it must be fully open. Mine is open like 84.7%, which is still good enough. What else we have here? It has outside air temperature. There's nothing much, to be honest. What I do like about it is the EGR. It shows you commanded EGR. So at the moment computer wants EGR valve to be open at 32%, and it shows that there is a 2% error, which I hope is temporary. Yeah, it's gone. So you know that's how far your EGR is open and how far it's away from what it's meant to be. So it's good for diesel engines. So if your EGR gets clogged up, you always know that, or it gets stuck in the wrong position, you can see on this device. So this is really cool thing I like about it. But apart from that, what else we have? Vehicle speed sensor, time since engine start, normal number of warm-ups since DTCs are cleared, so you can know how many times car warmed up since last time error was cleared. So if someone tries to sell you a car and if there is no errors, you can see what's going on, how long ago errors were cleared. It doesn't show boost pressure, which is I think we should see boost pressure. There's pressure on cars equipped with turbo. It's nice to have that feature, especially if you do repair on that turbo and you want to see what's going on. Apart from that, there is nothing much on the live data. Then you can see car's ID. So that's my VW's VIN code, and that's I am readiness. That means how many monitors are ready. So you know, so when OBD light comes up on a screen, engine management light, some of them, if there is a fault, some of them come up straight away, some of them need to reach some certain driving conditions, and IM is about whether those all driving conditions has been reached, so you can know whether all systems work okay or not. It doesn't support misfire monitoring system, and it doesn't support catalyst monitoring something. Maybe it's just not supported by this car. Anything else, as you can see, is ticked. So you can see, so diagnostic trouble code stored in ECU or 0, and malfunction indicator lamp, which is engine management light, is off. So you can see that status. It's pretty good. I'm not sure if it's worth the money they asking for it. I don't know. At the moment you're watching, you check the link below the video, see what price it comes up with, and then you decide whether it's worth or not. It's nice to be able to scan engine management light, and it's in a way nice to see those live data, which is not quite full. Another thing I want to say about live data, it comes with a bit of a delay. Say, where are RPMs? Engine RPMs, right? It's 780 RPMs. If I rev up and then go down straight away, it won't even notice. See, it hasn't changed. So if I rev up and I keep it there, then it stays there. So it's not so instant like some other devices. Then this is our OBD part of it. This is our readiness. This part I find quite amusing. Maybe it's for not really mechanical people, but they like some flashy, not flash, I don't know, don't even know how to describe it. Basically it can produce a report. What it does on this report, just wait for a few seconds. Network error, oh my. For some reason it doesn't want to work today on this phone. I can tell you what it is in the report. It's quite funny design, makes like a paper with some stamps saying that it's a report, and it doesn't want to work. Says network error, network settings. I've got the internet connection, so I don't know what it's all about, but it makes like a piece of paper with stamps and everything, and all it does is basically just makes a snapshot of our live data, which is that. So I don't know what kind of report. Normally when we have freeze frame data, that means cars ECU stores all these parameters when the actual error has appeared, and this is just a snapshot of what's going on now. So I don't know what's the point of that report. It's quite amusing, but it's there.
It's pretty.
It is pretty, yes. It can be pretty for a blonde girl. Non-mechanic blonde girl, not being sexist, don't get me wrong. Or blonde boy, non-mechanic.
Talking blonde boy.
Blonde or bold. Right, so my device password, that's pretty much just dealing with your account with it. Then there is a shop. I don't know, what can we buy? Oh yeah, shop lists, supposed to list, I hope it will load, supposed to list other devices they offer. That's a review of this device on their website, 9-minute review. And well, at the moment it shows this amount of money for this easy check. It's not useless device. It's good. It's nice to be able to scan engine management light and I see some parameters. I like the EGR function, but apart from that, it's just pretty much engine coolant temperature, RPM, distance traveled since error cleared, nothing much. Some fuel rail pressure and not much. So for this price, I reckon you can buy like a little scanner that can do some essential functions like oil reset, electronic parking brake. If you've got electronic parking brake, you rewind calipers for servicing, you know. So I don't know, maybe I'm not good with prices. I think at the moment is a bit overpriced. Maybe there are some more functions that I don't know about, but there is nothing else. Oh yeah, then there is driving. That's supposed to monitor your the way you're driving, like hard acceleration, hard braking, or whatever. But for some reason, all it shows me, it can show me my speed as I move. It shows engine's RPM and it shows engine's coolant temperature. All these stay blank no matter where I go and what I do. So maybe it just doesn't work properly, maybe it's this particular device, I don't know, but I'm just telling you as it is. Then I can recommend it to someone, verify email, that's all just account settings pretty much. So as you can see, there's nothing much. It's nice to have, but I would consider if I want it for this price. I'm gonna try it on iPhone. I'm gonna meet my friend, he's got an iPhone, we're gonna try it on his iPhone. I'll see you in a minute. So this is what it looks like on the iPhone, very similar to Android. The difference is when we read fault codes, it doesn't say sorry no data, it says no fault codes, which is more understandable. You can try it again, scan it, no fault codes. So that's the main reason you will have. Data stream, I would say it's slightly different as well. It doesn't show EGR error or EGR position, but it shows airflow rate, so you can see that your mass airflow sensor working. Anything else it's not so much, it's just RPMs, coolant temperature, absolute throttle position. Why does it show 0? It must show something different. Well, anyway, as you can see, you can just, if you need to see what values it shows, you can just pause the video and it will show you outside air temperature, barometric pressure. So it does produce reports occasionally, sometimes without like that, as I mentioned just now. So it's quite funny, with some stamps, shows our current position, and let me see what it shows. And it's basically this is what I mentioned before. It does do that on Android. When I tried on my phone, it didn't do it. Maybe it was just something went wrong, but it does produce it on Android. As it says at the bottom, disclaimer, this inspection report is for reference only. So obviously it is for reference because it's just a professional report. It's just a snapshot of what's going on now, current RPMs, engine temperature, and so on. So, well, to justify the price, I presume there are some things you can buy to upgrade it, to make it more, to make it do something more than just OBD scan. Driving, I can't really test it yet. Oh, some Chinese characters. On my phone, it left all this blank. So I don't know, we need to drive in this car for a while to see if it actually produces, but at the moment, as you can see, it doesn't even show RPMs. So I don't know what's the reason for that. Maybe it's just gone a bit glitchy. So that's how it works. It's the device that works on iPhone and Android. If you can get it for good price, it's probably worth to have it. It's better than nothing. It's I didn't go into research what can it do after some upgrades. I don't know what kind of upgrades can you do to it. But that was just a quick review of this device, so you know what it's all about. Thank you for watching.